to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's dragged down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Right down the middle. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Moon. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Maybe a crease. Inside the 40. The 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races to the right. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love
They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's Sellers to throw. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Moon. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Dropping back, it's Moon. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hits the crease. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Lofton.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
To the air, it's Moon. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Newsom. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Sails one into the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. Don't draw it up any better than that.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Pressure coming. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Finds his man. It's Marsh. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now they'll try it again after the inexplicable delay of game penalty. 2nd and goal again. To the air, it's Moon. He wants it all. Trying to bull his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non...
Looking long. He's got it down the field. All by himself down the middle. 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Here comes the two-point try. Sellers. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. Makes a catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to... And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Here's the pressure. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
Finding some room.
Yeah, they've had a day, man. It's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.